Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to this sponsored video by Tiger Knight Empire Wars. So the guys over at Oasis Gaming were like, yo Jackie, we just released this game about a month and a half ago, it's free to play, it's focused in China, would you want to go check it out and make a video on it, a sponsored video on it? And I was like, actually, I've actually played this game, about 5-6 weeks ago when it first came out. I poured about 4 or 5 hours in, probably pretty much in one sitting, just playing the heck out of this game because it was, it was a lot of fun. And then I kind of just got really busy, and then I was really waiting for the Romans to come out until I really revisited it or even posted anything on my channel. The plan was with this game was to wait till the Romans came out and then really focus on adding, putting some videos up on my channel. However, them messaging me has kind of like preempted me, and obviously them sponsoring the video definitely helps for me actually making a video on this game. So the best way to describe it is it's kind of like a mix between Mountain Blade, Bladestorm 100 Years War, which if you've played that, I salute to you. That was an awesome game on PlayStation 2, such an epic experience, and it's a shame the remastered isn't as great, but that's, that's not the point of this video, and Total War Arena. So you play as one guy, but you also have a little kind of, I guess, militia following you around. Oh, I don't really want to call them militia because you can get some pretty elite units, and that's kind of why it's like Total War Arena, because you spend your points, you spend upgrades, etc., leveling up your units, kind of getting them new equipment, and then getting the next kind of tier up once you've kind of got the associated equipment. They have abilities, etc., which you can use, and each faction is kind of pretty unique, and I believe they're going to add in Persia at one point as well. So it's going to be really cool, once all these factions are added in. And you can kind of have like China versus Rome versus Persia, and who knows what they'll add in next. So as you can see at the moment, the tech trees, you kind of have, each faction kind of has its own specialty as well. So this first faction, which I've kind of started upgrading, they have pretty good spear infantry, and they have really good cavalry, these elite units of horses, which I'm pretty excited to get at some point. Then you have the shoot, which have a lot of crossbow, like archer cavalry, and they have some okay, more like sword and shield type dudes, some javelin guys. Also some two-handed dudes as well, which look pretty crazy. And then you have the Wu as well, which are kind of like these sword specialists. They also have archers as well, which pour down fire on the enemy. Which you kind of just go through, level them up, and obviously you have Rome down here, which was the faction I was waiting for. I'm hoping that the tech tree will be a lot more. This is kind of just like a placeholder image for now, but it definitely looks very, very cool, and I can't wait, just to have my Praetorians or something, which will be really, really awesome. As well as that, you level yourself up as well as you go through. You kind of give yourself, if we go to my storage, you go through kind of upgrading your weapons, etc. You can have a range of different weapons. At the moment, because I picked that my dude was a Roman, I kind of get given, a gladius sword, or I got given, more swords, some javelins. This is currently a Greek javelin. I think at level 1 I was, I got a peeler or something like that. And this is just me leveling up my stuff as we go. We have an early Roman shield right there as well. I've actually upgraded because some of my troops, yeah, again, that's a nice thing about this game, is you can actually buy all the equipment your troops get. So unfortunately I can't show you guys right now because I just spent all my money getting an awesome dude, which we'll look at again. But you can actually buy this for yourself as well. So you're like, oh god, this epic unit I've just got have a really cool weapon, I want it. Then you can just go ahead and you can just buy it for yourself, which I think is really cool. Very, very interesting indeed. So you can kind of, if you say you got like this really cool weapon which this dude has right here and you want it, you can buy it for yourself and you can use it on the battlefield, which I think is really interesting. Something I do dislike about this, and I think it's kind of just a curse of most free-to-play games, is the interface. It's so cluttered on your screen right now, and for a new player, you kind of just don't know what to do. You're kind of just stuck like, so how do I play a game? There's so many options and buttons and stuff like that, which is something I don't really like too much. I feel like they could do a better job at kind of cleaning up this UI and making it more accessible for new players, because you do get so many new players because it is a free-to-play game. As well as that, you have a commander, kind of, I guess, a commander companion, which follows you around the battlefield, supporting you. So he's kind of like a super soldier. I just bought this dude who looks fucking sick. Look at his weapon. He looks really, really cool. And this is kind of like more of like an OP soldier. You know, originally you start off with a dude on horseback, which is this guy, and I spent quite a lot of my points of me saving up, etc., to get this guy, who's much better in melee combat. And these guys are kind of more like your super soldiers, so they're more like you. They can take quite a few hits, and they can give out, you know, a lot of damage. Which is awesome. So there's quite a few game modes. There's a command mode siege, which is like a siege battle type thing. I haven't played it because I'm not a high enough level. I'm level 10 at the moment, and you need to be level 15. But I've seen it online, and it looks absolutely sick. Like, you have to kind of push forward, and you obviously have one side defending, one side attacking, and you just have to keep on pushing forward through these layers. You have to push up your siege towers, push up your battering rams, get your catapults to smash down the walls, and then every time you advance through the city, there's like these points where you can replenish your soldiers. So the battle, you know, by the end of the battle, you're not down to just you and you're fighting hard. You know, you have chances to like kind of get your men back, which kind of just makes the siege feel really, really cool. So if you guys want to see me kind of level up, I'll put some more time into this game and actually show you guys what a siege battle is like, then just let me know by, you know, dropping a comment down below and hitting a like button. And if this video does well, then I'll be sure to go back and visit the command siege mode, because from what I've seen online, like from other YouTube videos, it looks really, really awesome. So yeah, just let me know if you guys want to see that. So you also have this command mode Conquest, which is kind of just like an open field. Sometimes you play in more enclosed spaces where there's just a few lanes, and then other times you play in these, you know, more expansive maps where there's like capture points, kind of like Shogun 2, where you get bonuses, etc. from, like, you know, if you guys remember Shogun 2 from like the dojos and stuff like that, which give you bonuses. That's very much what like quite a few of the maps are like in the command mode Conquest. As well as that, you can play a duel mode where you just fight 1v1. As well as that, you can fight these kind of like epic wars where it's kind of like you versus the AI. However, it's kind of created a story. At the moment, there's only like a small part into it. And you just start off, you do like some duels with, you know, the enemy commanders, and then you fight in a siege battle, which is kind of cool, at least the initial part of a siege tower, where you're pushing up the ladders into the walls, and then, you know, going over the walls, killing a few people, opening the gates, and that's kind of where it ends. So obviously they're going to add more story to that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's just jump in. I've got my level 3 infantry. If we take a quick look at them, go to upgrade, go to this faction. So at the moment, I've got a few upgrades to them. They have decent shields, they have okay armor, which I've just given them, but apart from that, they are pretty bare bones. These guys are pretty good at, you know, defensive, but they're not the best at offensive, so we're gonna have to use that. So let's jump into a game, and I'll show you guys what this is all about. We're gonna be playing the command mode Conquest, which I believe is a 5v5 game mode. Obviously, everyone has their own generals, everyone has their own units, and obviously everyone specializes. And then I guess I'll just bring it to you guys when we're actually in the game. Okay, guys, so we have now jumped into the game. As you can see, these guys with the green dots are my soldiers, and the main objective of this is to get to the other person's camp, which you can see by the red helmet in G3. That's where the enemies start off, and they have to obviously get to ours, which is in B5, and kill the enemy general or eliminate the entire enemy team. Some maps are very open and have a lot of terrain to maneuver, whereas other maps have, you know, these kind of paths which you have to lead to. This one is kind of mainly the path type, where you kind of go down these bridges and these lanes and just have a big scrap. That way, like, these maps can kind of get very clustering, very claustrophobic, where you're just kind of fighting in a very, very tense formation. You can see you can even get up there, because several of these maps, if we look, have these capture points as well, which we might come across. I'm going to move my forces up here to help out our allies, because there seems to be quite a big engagement up here. So let's get our forces up over here as fast as we can. Oh, there's also an engagement down there as well. Let's dismount, because it's going to be way too difficult to ride over here, and just get our forces to move in here. Let's stick them on raid, and that's going to push them forward. I can also tell them to stay here and guard this position, which would just mean they form up here, which would also be a very good idea to do. Let the enemy come to us, because we do have the range advantage with our spears. But let's just push forward for now. I think, yeah, let's push forward. We'll change our formation as well by pressing F4 and pressing it again to push it up to that wedge formation. And let's tell our men to move forward over here. We can also push them into a pike formation for a limited time, which is a special ability, by pressing F5. So they're going to go and hold up here. We're going to try and make our way to the front. We actually have some javelins, I believe. Yeah, we have some javelins which we can throw overhead, which we will do. Yeah, you can see we hit a pretty high number there, and another one which actually did fail. But that's absolutely fine. Our rear is fine, so let's keep pushing forward. across the bridge of doom right now, and just try our best to push forward. You can see the enemy general there with the names. That kind of makes up the enemy generals. So, I mean, I believe my men are doing pretty good right now. And as you can see, this is why I mean it's kind of like a mix between Mount and Blade, because you have all the different directions you can attack from. But you also have all these other units. So most of the grunt units in this game aren't very good. You can normally take them out in a couple hits. So you don't really have to worry too much about the grunt units. However, you know, they can kind of, you know, become an issue after a little while. If you kind of get swarmed by them, they can definitely do a lot of damage if you're not careful. You can see my hero guy right there just going to work. We'll take out this guy, smashing his shield, and then just killing him, taking him down. Oh, he just stole my kill. Oh, this is an enemy general. Where's he going? Let's go chase him down. We'll charge him. Do a pretty cool attack right there, and we'll hunt him down. We've got an ally right here. This guy is pretty screwed up. That's just yeah, by the looks of it, that was just a companion, I think. So we'll make our way back to the bridge. We have 11 soldiers, you can see, next to our morale. If you look in the middle of the screen, at the bottom, you can see our morale, our stamina, and also how many men we have left. We currently have 11 troops left. So, you know, our soldiers are doing pretty good. It's kind of a good way to kind of gauge how many soldiers you actually have left. By the looks of it, we're doing a good job right now. However, we are actually getting hit. Our general, if you look on the mini-map right now, you can see our general is actually getting overwhelmed right now. So we should make our way back, because if we lose our general, we will lose the actual entire game. So let's just get our entire unit. We'll press F2. They'll follow us again. I did not mean to jump off that. And we'll make our way back with the rest of our units. By the looks of it, we managed to clean up that bridge pretty convincingly, which is nice. There's also these points like over there. You can see that that point right there, which is times 23. You can actually get more men there, which is good. You can actually just recruit more men for capturing it. But yeah, we'll make our way back to our defensive point. We obviously do not want to lose our general. So yeah, we'll get our men back. We'll tell them to charge onto the enemy. Go save our general. The general has some pretty elite units with them. This is actually an extra player right here as well. By the looks of it, he's a bit more heavily armored than me, so we do have to be somewhat careful if any of my strikes can actually hit the enemy. Oh my god. It's hard to talk and play this game at the same time. Maybe I should have pre-recorded this footage, because it's difficult trying to keep track of everything that's going on. But yeah, we're getting some good hits on him now. Put our shield back up now. Soldiers are being a bit weak. We'll perform our pike formation just to help us out a little bit. I'll give us some extra bonuses. These are all our units. And I think, oh, there's a load of enemies here. I'm going to form up, get my spear out, actually. Because I feel like we'll be able to do better at range at the moment, because they're not swarming me too much. Obviously have our shield out as well to protect us. Nice. Dismounted that hero. We'll try and get him on the floor. We didn't quite manage to. Get our sword out to take care of this dude. Nice. Killed him. Yeah, also we got half our team making their way to the enemy captain as well. Nice, killed that champion. He was like the superior soldier, killed another enemy soldier. If we can whittle down their kind of grunts, their like minions as it were, then it will kind of ease out the battlefield and allow our soldiers to push on. Because I think our general at the moment, our like captain, which we have to defend, is up to a lot of health. Yeah, he's only lost like 100 health right now, so we have plenty of time just to clear out these kind of weaker units and then focus on killing the enemy generals, because they have to be very careful as well. If they're not careful, they will actually lose their general, even though we're not actually currently attacking him. There's a few enemy soldiers over here as well, which we'll make our way over. Oh, this is cool as well. Look at this execution, straight in the face, slicing him apart. Beautiful. That kind of gets them off the battlefield, because if you get wounded and you get taken down, your allies can help you up if they can get to you in time, or if someone does that, then it means they get wiped out. So right now, I think the last remaining enemy general, there's two of them left actually. Oh, we just ran into each other. There's two enemy heroes left, and they're running back to their camp to try and replenish. This is like a flag point, like I was talking about, like a dojo. So I'll pick this up, and you know, if you capture it, which our team already has captured it, it will start replenishing my health over time, which is a real nice bonus to have. We're going to make our way over here to, you know, just help out on the assault on the enemy general, which is still going on. I mean, we still have 4 people left. They only have 2, so the kind of balance of power is definitely in our favor right now. You can see the enemy general's health as well is also whittling down, and I believe the more points you capture, like the more of the like flag points, you can see one there and, you know, one over there as well. The more of them you capture, I believe the lower the enemy general becomes, so it kind of makes it easier. So objective control is really important in this game. So we'll start whittling these guys down, you know, his Imperial Guard. Clearing these guys out, and then it will make the enemy general much easier to kill when you don't have all these soldiers around. And I mean, this game is pretty much won, I would say, just because we have such a huge advantage in the kills right now. Don't have a clue what that smoke is. That's probably a special ability one of the units have. Oh my god, why is he on fire as well? Dude, drop, stop, and roll. Drop, stop, and roll. Killing these grunts, also getting a few hits off. By the looks of it, the enemy general is making his way on. Oh, this is actually a hero. The heroes have fallen back to defend the general. We'll get some easy hits off on him. He's obviously going to hurt as well, but we are up to full health, so I don't really have to worry too much. By the looks of it, that dude is actually getting some soldiers back. We need to kind of fall back a little. Oh my god, where's Gondor gone? Everyone has run away, so we need to fall back as well. I don't want to kind of commit myself if you know, the allies aren't there yet. So we'll just kill a few of these grunts to the side. There's quite a few of them as well. Yeah, there's a load of them here. Where have all our soldiers gone? So I'm going to fall back. Maybe we haven't won this. I don't know. I don't understand why we're struggling so much. Oh god, did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, like a lot of our soldiers have all fallen back now. Wow, we actually might lose this. So I'm going to retreat back actually. Because I mean, we still have like more generals than them. They only have one general left. They just have a lot of grunt soldiers, I guess, which are being a bit annoying. So I need to take these guys out for sure. So let's get our spear out. I think our spear will be much, even though it does less damage, I think it'll be much easier to kill these guys at range. Because, I mean, they have pretty much a similar range to me. Oh my god, there's so many of these dudes. This is what I'm saying, you know, like, you can kind of get overwhelmed by their forces. Nice, we killed him. Just by a few guys, if you're by yourself, because obviously all my soldiers have died now. So now they've died, you know, I'm having to kind of be very careful. Luckily, they don't do a lot of damage to me. You can see they all hit me there and really did not do much damage. So let's get our sword out and just, you know, go to work with them. Cut these guys down. Now he hasn't got a shield. He's pretty screwed. Yeah, our allies have gone back in now, so they're pretty much winning the day for me whilst I'm struggling to kill these grunts. Come on, come back here. I need to whip out my my spear again. Let's do that. Slowly close down on them. Nice. This final goddamn guy, and then I can go rejoin the main fight if I can hit him. There we go. Finally. So let's do this. We'll go, you know, regain the main fight. They've still got one general left. So we're actually top of the team right now. We've killed 42 enemy soldiers and one general. That's pretty impressive. We've killed a lot of enemy soldiers, and we'll make our way back. I think our allies are doing a good job. I don't know where their last general is. I also don't believe we can capture this flag because they're kind of their camp flag. So yeah, we can't capture that, but we'll make our way back to the engagement. We'll do our little charge ability, which is always cool, and we'll go kill this guy. Oh, he already died just before we went to impale him. That's pretty upsetting. But yeah, now we're just going to muster their general. Their last dude is actually down, but we don't want to execute him. We want to kill their general because I believe it does give us more XP. So that's exactly what we will do. We'll get around the back of him and just kill him. This general is AI controlled as well. So just, you know, just from the combat, just from this, you know, this one gameplay, you know, which has actually gone on for a decent amount of time. You can see these matches go on for like 10 to 15 minutes. Just imagine what the sieges are like. Like, obviously, I recommend you go back and watch it. Oh, by the looks of it, we're about to kill their last dude right there. Just caved in his head with the back of his spear. That was awesome. And then, oh, he managed to overtake us with score-wise. But, I mean, we did pretty good there. Killing 42 enemy AI soldiers. You know, our forces did a good job. And we got 3 assists as well. So yeah, you guys can kind of start to put together, you know, the idea of, you know, what these games are like. There's plenty of maps as well. That's something I've really noticed. I've played about 5 or 6 games today just to kind of warm up for this video. And I definitely noticed, you know, each time we were playing a different map. So that was really awesome. And every map kind of felt very different. You know, some maps had all these bridges and there's lots of different paths. Some maps were a lot more enclosed and there was, you know, only like 3 set positions or, you know, 3 set ways you guys could get to each other. And other maps were just completely open. You know, there was no kind of, you know, no kind of way to enclose you in anywhere. You were just kind of put on a map and, you know, told to go fight the enemy general and the enemy champions and stuff like that, which is cool. I very much like that a lot. I feel like sometimes the gameplay can feel a bit clustered and you can feel you know, kind of like you're just spamming a button and hoping for the best. But you know, majority of the time there is quite a lot of skill involved in when you take engagement. Staying with your team is so important because if you get 2v1'd and all your soldiers get killed, you're going to get surrounded and just slaughtered. So I really like that aspect aspect of the game. So we will return to the main menu just before, and I'll show you guys kind of a bit more of the rewards and stuff you get for winning a battle. So yeah, so there we go. We actually leveled up there, which was pretty cool. We got a little bit closer to getting that extra level. I mean, we did get a pretty high score, so we got loads of points. We also got some experience on the actual units, which we can now level up. Also got a load of money from that engagement. Damn, we did really good. So much like in a Total War arena, you have to replenish your troops, you know, kind of get back the wounded soldiers, etc. You go to your upgrades. We'll go to this. You can see that they actually have 4,000 points now. So we can actually get kind of, you know, somewhat close to the next level. We'll obviously get the upgraded weapons and buy them for our soldiers. So now these guys will have better weapons instead of this weapon. You can see that their damage is, you know, hugely increased now by, or not hugely, but it is increased, which is good. You can also get this next ability, which we will do as well, which is kind of like a toggle, well, not a toggle ability, but an ability you pop, and it will give them, you know, a bonus for a short amount of time. You can see here that, you know, we get 50% defensive weight. When the force morale reaches 100, you can use 20 morale points to launch a brutal resistant. So you just basically make them really OP when they're, you know, kind of going into a mindless fury, which we'll pick up as well. And it does actually get us a little bit closer to this, which is very, very nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys will go check it out. Make sure to drop a like and a comment if you did enjoy, and also let me know if you guys want to see the sieges on this, because I've only seen them. I haven't played them myself because, as I said, we're still 4 levels out from being able to play these battles. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see them down below in the comments, and I guess I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.